Well. Yeah, hello. Yep, I am here. Yeah, I am here. Listen to me. Um, February is leaving. Just to let you know right now. Just to let you know right now, February is leaving. Gone. It's leaving. The bag is by the door, and February is leaving. I just want to come in and just tell you that. I really want to come in and just let you know that part of the story. Before we do anything, I really want to come in and share this and share this. I want to share this with you. That February is leaving. I had a word with February today. I had a conversation with February today, and because I had a conversation, this is yeah. I don't know how to tell you this. I really don't. I don't know how to say, but I'm still going to tell you, okay? I don't know how to tell, but I'm still going to tell you that February is leaving. Like, absolutely just like gone, okay? February is just leaving. February is saying, it's just don't want to be here. Uh-huh. So I had a conversation when I was outside. I was outside today and I had a conversation. And you know what happened? It was snowing again. Let that sink in for a second. Did you hear what I said? It was snowing again. Yeah, absolutely. It was snowing again today. And because it was snowing again, I want to come in and get this off my chest. I want to come in and talk to you and tell you this. That it was snowing again. And for all the years of winter that I've been experiencing, it's not a bad winter. Okay? It's not a bad winter like, oh my God, it's so bad. We snowed in and all that stuff. It's just been a dragged out, extra, show off, the audacity of winter that's just going. Yeah. Winter is just going. Winter's just doing a lot. A lot is taking place in winter. Winter's like, listen, I'm putting on this, I'm doing all sort of stuff. So when I got outside today, I'm like, what's happening? And you know the weather answered me? Yeah. The weather said, well, due to the fact that because it's snowing, and I'm like, oh my God, like, whoa, it's snowing again. And this is what happened. This is the answer that came to me. Y'all really want to know what's the answer? The answer that came to me today is that everybody wants to experience this snow. A lot of people out there want to experience this snow. So what is happening? The snow is being shared. Come on. Let that sink in again. Let it sink in. The snow is being shared across the globe. It's just going, it's sharing. It's not going across the globe. It's going across the states, the United States of America. So just about all the states, just like we're getting some snow. Yes, you are. And that is the production of snow that's taking place. The production of snow has increased for this winter, for this whole winter, this entire winter. The production of snow got increased. Why? Because people are in some other states saying that, ooh, y'all getting snow? Ooh, and what happens? Snow decide, ooh, I'm going to share with you. You see, I don't told you this all the time, that sharing is not caring. Sharing is in our DNA. And when we want to say Mother Nature as much as we want, we can say Mother Nature as much as we want. But let me tell you something. That snow is like, I'm sharing. So that show picked up, and that snow is like, I'm sharing with you, and that's how the production of snow got increased for this winter. Hello, hello, the production, and I'm sitting there like, well, it's not a bad winter because it's not so snowy, right? And it's not so freezing, but it's freezing, right? But then it's like freezing and snowy and free and snowy and all sort of stuff going on. But it's extra. It is extra. And anybody know anything about being extra? Voila. Ambassador Trinity. Anybody know? The snow must be Jamaican. Mother Nature must be Jamaican because we some extra people. Okay, we extra. And Mother Nature like, hey there, I'm going to get some cold and some snow. But not only that you are going to get it, I'm going to share it, right? And when we share it, everybody going like, oh my God, it's so cold. Oh my God, it's snowing. So that's a couple weeks ago. Couple weeks ago. Guess what? That snow went somewhere. On the southern, for those of you who don't know geography, the geographical lesson of the United States of America and the entire globe, you got east, west, north, and south. Okay? East, west, north, and south. In the USA, the south is the warm states. Really, really, really warm. But somehow, somehow, Mother Nature look and say, oh, so you are warm down here? How about because I love y'all so much? How about because I love to share? I'll share some snow with y'all. And that's what happened a couple of weeks ago. So if you're in the South and you experience some snow some weeks ago and you still experience some snow, you're like, oh my God, but it's always warm here. I can't go to the beach. It's because I, alert, personalized, I, your host, would like to go to the beach, but it's winter and I don't like to go to the beach I don't like to go on vacation when it's winter time, but I'm visualizing the winter and I want to pack my bag and go to the beach. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so cold. And Mother Nature listened to me and like, girl, if you go to the sun, it's going to be cold too. I'm like, well, Christ, where you want me to go? So I can't go down to the south because it's snowing down there. I mean, I was like, people were like, oh my God, it's snowing. People were just really extra, like 2 flakes. And they were like, oh my God, we're having a snowstorm. You having a snowstorm? You don't know what snowstorm is. You want to come up north, baby. Come up north. And then come up north, you get snow that you can't even open your door. That's the kind of snow that I'm used to. I'm used to that kind of snow when it snows so much, you can't even open your door. You're like, okay. You look through the window, you're like, uh-huh. You can't even open your door. And then y'all got one little flake. One little flake. I'm like, oh my God, we're having a snowstorm. Oh my God, we got to shut down the highway. Oh my God, we got to shut down school. Oh, snowing, we're having a snowstorm. You ain't having no snowstorm. You're just getting a taste. We're just sharing with you. Okay? That's what we're doing up north. We're sharing with you. So you don't just sit there and show off on us that, oh my God, while you're in the snow, we are over here in the heat. We're at the beach. No, we are not in that behavior. And because we don't want that behavior, we're like showing off to say, oh, look at that. We're going to the beach and you're in the snow. We're in the sand and you're in the snow. Mother Nature decided to share with y'all. Say thank you. Boom. Say thank you. So that is our top of the night story that I want to share. That is the top of the night. Hold on. That is the top of the night story that I want to get out of my system to let you know all of that. Okay? Now, with that said, hold on a second. With that said, okay? With that said, I'll go and tell you this. Hold on. Where is this? Because I gotta figure this thing out. I gotta figure something out. So, with that said, what is happening now? We are in another episode of the Question Live Show. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So, Welcome to another episode of the Question Live Show with your one and only, the only one, your guest, Verona Willis-Brown. That is me. Okay? I am your host. I will be hosting you for the night. Now, here is a space that was created just for you. Yep, I created this space with you in mind. Yep, because it is a safe space where you come on in here with your story, your gifts, your talents, your intention, your dreams, and your vision. And we work together to what? Replenish the earth. That is why we were created to replenish the earth. And because we were created to replenish the earth, what is going to happen? We come together, we ignite our gifts and our talent, put them together, and voila, we create our success story. Why? Because you see, success story is what everybody would like to have. Yes, we would like to have our success story. But how many of you know? Come on in. Success story cannot created by itself. Nope. Mm-mm. Success story cannot be created by itself. Everybody wants to have a success story, and we're all on a journey. Boop, boop, boop. We are all on a journey to reach that point to say, oh, this is my success story. Right? But how many of you know we can't do it by ourselves? Therefore, we need each other. Yep, we need each other to work together. The more we work together, is the stronger we will be. And when we are stronger together, we achieve more together. Uh-huh. Yes, we do. We achieve more together. And that is the whole point of this journey. For you to meet me on the way, in our path, we cross paths, and what happened? We ignite each other. There's something that you have that I want, and there's something that I have that you want, but you won't know what it is until you come cross into my path. Yes. And when we do that, we work together to build our success story. Now, everybody, come on in this room. Nobody. I'm going to tell you this. Nobody cannot succeed by themselves. Absolutely not. Nobody. It doesn't matter where you are, at what point in life you are. Okay? Nobody cannot succeed by themselves. Whether you are the president, the prime minister, the governor, the mayor, the teacher, the student, the doctor, the lawyer, it doesn't matter what position you're in, whether you, whatever world leader position you hold, you didn't get there by yourself. Mm-mm. Somebody got there with you. Somebody encouraged you. Somebody inspired you. Somebody poured into you and ignite that fire. Yes, indeed, somebody did. And for you to maintain that position, you do need a team. A team that's gonna hold you accountable. A team gonna keep on pouring into you. A team that's gonna like, wait a minute, come back here. A team that's gonna pull you back. A team that's gonna push you forward. So we need a team. So because we need a team, listen, as we put out, what we put out is going to develop and come right back to us. Let me tell you, I am telling you the honest truth. Whatever you put out is going to, and it's going to come right back to you. Yes. They call it karma. I don't call it karma. It's just a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. So whichever one you put out, that's what's coming back. The only thing that never returned to you in a literal sense are your words. If I say, whatever I say, can it return to my mouth? No. But whatever I put out and whatever I do, whatever action I take, I am going to watch it grow. And what happened? I'm going to like grow, baby, grow, baby, grow, baby, grow, and come back to me. If you got money, you spend that money and say, go grow and come back. Go make some friends and come back. Because money is your friend. Did you know that? So for anybody out there with a lot of money, you didn't get that money by yourself. You didn't get that money by yourself. And because you did not get that money by yourself, what is going to happen? I encourage you to step out of wherever you are and help somebody else. Please do. Help somebody else so somebody else can rise up, and I dare them to rise up and be great. Why? Because we have greatness inside of us. And we over here operate from our inside out. Good. With that said, on this space, we like to celebrate. That's why you see something I'm dancing. We like to celebrate on this space. Yes, we do. We celebrate on this space. Why? Because when we celebrate, it is a form of support. And because it is a form of support, I like to tell you, the little support you give makes a difference in somebody's life. The little showing up makes a difference in somebody's life. When we show up and take action, it makes a difference in somebody's life. When you congratulate somebody, it makes a difference in somebody's life. So go out there. When you're kind, it makes a difference in somebody's life. So with that said, on this show, we celebrate your small wins and your big wins. We celebrate you being a person. We celebrate your development, your growth. We celebrate your dreams, your vision. We just celebrate you. Yes, we do. And guess what? We celebrate birthdays too. Yes, we do. We celebrate birthdays. So if it's your birthday, we want to celebrate you by you put it in the comment section that it is your birthday. With that said, I'm going to tell you something about me if you don't know. I'm from a huge family. You are my family too. But my biological family, huge. I mean, huge. I mean, huge. Huge. You like huger than yours, maybe. Huge. So we have a lot of birthdays. My goodness, we do. We have a lot of birthdays in my family. When I say we got a lot, we got a lot. Huge amount. So I just have to just keep on using the word huge. We got a huge amount of birthdays in my family. And we got birthday literally from January 1st. Like literally, I just be like this, another birthday. And I'm like, happy birthday. And I'm like, another birthday. Happy birthday. Another birthday. And then when I realized that January go, and then my biological family just celebrating birthday, I'm like, okay. Then all of a sudden somebody else that I know, like my adopted family and you out there and social media family, and like, oh, it's my birthday. I'm like, oh my goodness. How many times should I say happy birthday? So happy birthday, right? So I just keep on saying, and then January is like every day, almost every day in January, it was somebody's birthday that I know. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, really? Are you really kidding? Like, they were just back to back. Like this year, it's like for some apparent reason, this year seemed like all the birthdays just like flooded my way. And I'm like, I knew you. I knew you for a while. Why your birthday wasn't like, it didn't seem like it was significant? Like your birthday was just like not known until 2025. Like 2025 seems like it just wow. I understand because 2025 is a season. It's a season of splash and dash and spillover and abundance and overflow and all this stuff. So 2025, it seemed like all the birthdays just came rushing in. And that's what happened in 2025. It's like a rush. 2025 is a rush. Boom. Right? It just rushed. And I'm like, man, but I knew you. I didn't know your birthday was in January. What? Okay. And I'm like, all righty. Then I'm like, that's it for birthday. And then here comes another birthday, right? So the birthday just keep popping out. So I'm like, okay, that's it. Boom. So all the birthdays, people, happy birthday. Happy New Year too. And then I got to February and I'm like, what is happening? Like February is the same thing. It's like February just keep rolling up and just, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And things just going popping, just popping. So I want to give a big shout out to all my family members, like simply me, like my biological family members that celebrating birthday, and my adoptive family. I want to celebrate my little niece in India, my little Mahi, my little Buza Mahi, right? Mahi's birthday is today in India. We say happy birthday to you. Yes, happy birthday to my little niece in India. Mahi, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Right? Marcy loves you. Marcy love you very, very much. Right? So that's one birthday. Another birthday is coming up in the next 20, like February got 28 days. Do you think it makes a difference when we have like 3 days short or 2 days short in a month? That's a question. Like, throw that question out there. Because usually the month have 31 days or 30 days. Now, February got 28. Is it a leap year? Okay, gotta check. Anybody out there? Is it a leap year? Come on, y'all gotta work with me. Work with me, okay? Work with me. That's why you're here. No, it is not a leap year. It 28 days. Do you believe it makes a difference? Whether it is 30 days or 31 days? What are the difference you see taking place when it is February? Okay, that's just a question I'm throwing out there to you. Now, in February, we are celebrating a lot. We are celebrating a lot is taking place. For one, it's Love Month. I'm not sure if it's still Love Month. Since Valentine's Day is over, is it still Love Month? But anyway, I guess it's because it's Love Month. I guess the love gonna keep on going for the entire month. So it is Love Month. That's one. Love you. And then it is considered Black History Month. It's considered Black History Month. So we're gonna talk about that too. That's the reason why we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna talk about that Black History Month. And anybody out there celebrating anniversary? Anniversary. It's your anniversary. It's your anniversary. If you're celebrating anniversary, put it in the comment section. We celebrate that too. Yes. If it's your spouse's birthday, your children's birthday, your parents' birthday, the neighbor's birthday, neighbor's anniversary, your friend's anniversary, your friend developed herself, himself, somebody developed themselves a little bit more. Somebody went to school, your children, your grandchildren, they're achieving well in school. You got something, you achieved something. We like to celebrate you. So you come on in here, you put in the comment section, and we talk about that, right? We talk about that. So yeah, we like to talk about those things because when we celebrate you, it's supporting you. So now let's jump into why we're here today. I mean, why we're here. But listen, it is you. I'm going to say this. It is you. You viewers, okay? I want to celebrate you. Whether you want to put it in the comment section or not, whether you just want to be in the back looking in, whether you just want to like peep in, I want to celebrate you. Right? The reason why I'm going to come in and celebrate you today, but that's not the topic. The reason why I'm celebrating you today is because of you. Yes, you, the viewers. It is you that caused this show. It is you that's caused this live stream to come up in here and reach 369 episodes. So whether you're new on here or you're a returning audience, you watch one live, you watch one short video, you watch a little clips, you watch anything that I put up, you comment on anything, it is because of you, the viewers. Why I am here for 369 episodes. Some days I don't want to come on, but then I'm like, my viewers, you are my family. So I stopped to celebrate you. 369 episodes? Come on, somebody. Y'all better go ahead. See right, this is a Wagwan. That's exactly Wagwan. I'm 369 episodes. So if this is your first time coming in here, if this is your first time coming in, I want to say to you, you're in a good space. You're in a place of abundance. You're in a place of overflow. You're in a space of splashing and dashing and spill over. You're in the space of like snap, like right there, like things just snapping you up, like good, bad, and ugly. Hello, yeah, things are snap, like snap. And that's what we're in. We're in that snapping season. Like, hey, if you miss it, you just miss it because it's like snap. There you go. Snap your blessing. Snap. We're just in that snapping season. So things are happening so fast. Like things are snapping from you, snapping to you. Snapping, it's like snapping, right? So when we are being snapped away into something or something is snap coming to us, we just gotta be firm, okay? If it's snapping away, honey, okay. Simply means something else is coming. Bam, bam. Something else is coming, okay? So you want to snap something away from me? Don't think that I'm going to sit here booing, cooing, and crying. No, ma'am, I will not, because guess what? If you go away from me, simply mean I'm not going to be desolate and I'm not going to be depleted. Something else going to be replaced. Bram, alert, okay? Alert. So good. With that said, we mentioned that it is considered. It is considered. So I see you like it. I think you like it. I see you like. Thank you for your love. Oh, thank you, love. Thank you so much for your love. As you're liking the live and you share the live. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Because every now and then I will go live from somewhere. I'll just be live, okay? I'm just gonna just be live. But if you're not subscribed, then you won't know where I'm going live unless you're just scrolling across YouTube channel and you're like, oh my God, we see the word live, and you just come on in to be curious to see what happened, right? So let us jump right into why we are here today. I'm here because I love you. That's one. Let's go in because we have a topic. We do. It's called Let's Paste It. 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 What is this? What is this? Huh? What is this? That's what we're going to do today. We talk about considering Black History Month. I personally, it is up to everybody. No judgment. This is a no judgment zone. I personally don't want to use the term Black History Month. Me. I personally don't want to use that term Black History Month for several reasons. Right? For several reasons. I would like to use our Heritage Month, our Cultural Month. One of the reasons why and again, everybody could go right ahead and make their own conclusion. There are two words that we use, and at most time, is it that the word's going to cause us some form of erupt trauma, some hurt, or something, or some mixed feelings, right? And they're two words, and I just refuse to just use them when I'm talking to an individual, right? Because if I'm talking to Ambassador Trinity, I'm just not going to use this word. If I'm talking to somebody else, I'm just not going to use that word, right? They're two words, and we use these words so fluently every single day. Every day we use these words. My Black sister or my white sister or my Black sister. We use these words. The Black man, the Black woman, the Black boy, the Black girl. The Black president, the white president, the Black political leader, the Black prime minister, the Black police officer, the Black fireman, the Black nurse, the Black doctor, the white engineer, the Black teacher, the Black student, the white teacher, my Black daughter, my half Black daughter, oh, my Black husband, my Black wife, my white husband, my white wife. We use these things so fluid that we don't even consciously know that we're erupting and disrupting somewhere inside of our mind. Because there's always something attached to those two words. Those two colors, they're color. And I will not be identified by that. You see how beautiful this Black look at me? Can y'all see this woman? Is she Black? No, she's not Black. But somebody did this for me and put on the back that beautiful Black woman. So in honor of the person who did this for me, my nephew did it. And I wear it because he made it for me. right? But can you see the color? You will not identify me as a color. I refuse to be identified as a color. You address me as a woman. I was created as a woman. Nowhere is it distinct. Nowhere is it defined. Nowhere that is listed that when I came or when I was formed in my mama womb, that you should be called a black baby. No. I never came out of my mama womb and she said, oh my goodness, look at my black daughter. She gave me a name. And black was not attached to it, right? Black was not attached to it. So therefore, by every means possible, I'm not going to be using that referring to my, you, and oh, no, like no, but I'm just not going to use that unnecessarily. Absolutely not. Because if we just really consciously sit down and we start talking about all the black things all the black trauma, all the black pain, and what happened to black people, we are interrupting a flow. Yes, we are. So, me personally, not interrupting the flow. Me personally, not digging up anything. Me personally is not going to go find the ancestors that went through the path before me. I'm not digging them up. I'm not even digging up my parents. I'm like, y'all go right ahead. Y'all left. Y'all bye. Y'all serve your time and y'all left. I'm not digging y'all up. Right? And even if I dig them up, I'm not calling them black parents, my black parents. I'm not going to do that. So that's the reason why I'm bringing this up for this month. Me personally, again, not going to be saying, oh, it's Black History Month. I'm not going to say it so consciously. If I say it, then it might be subconsciously. But to say it consciously like that, I want us to get to a place where we acknowledge things in a cultural state, it is our culture, it is our heritage, it is what we can relate to. So when we are talking about these cultural things, we're not just like, oh, in my black family, oh, you can't relate because you're not black. No, we're not doing that. We want to say things culturally. It doesn't matter where you were born. Because if we saw said, oh, you're Black American, you're Black African American, Africans, Black, well, it's not Black American. Africans are Africans, and we don't want to do that, right? I never born into that era. I never born into that to say that I'm a Black girl. Okay, so let's get this clear. And I have to come to a place in myself. I have to come to a place in myself where I be my authentic self. Okay? I was never born into a era where they told me that I was a Black girl. Nope. Nobody told me I was a Black girl. So when I'm saying these things, I'm not saying it to put anybody out of their league. I'm not saying it to change anything. I'm not saying it because I'm judging you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it because of my own story. Because when we look at the word history, it's saying, hi, story, right? So when I'm coming to say, hi, you want to hear my story? This is my story. I was born in that area. I was born in a community. I was born in a family where nobody told me I was a Black girl. Absolutely not. I came from a huge family where we had different shades of complexion. Absolutely different shades of complexion. One mother, one father. But we had different shades of complexion, different texture of our hair, different shape of our eyes, shape of our face, different shape of our body, different sound from our voices. That's the era that I came from. That's the family that I came from. That's the community that I came from. So nobody never told me I was a Black girl. Oh, you little Black girl. You little Black girl. That was not a thing. It was never a thing for me. So for me to say, oh, I'm a Black woman, it's like, what? Who said that? Right? So now that I got to a point where I heard this after I got to a certain age. And I'm like, what? You're a woman. No, I'm a black woman. No, you're a woman. No, I'm a black woman. And I decided I was not going to debate with the fact that somebody is saying that they're a black woman. I'm not debating with that. I'm only here to tell my story. So culturally, I want to bring some cultural awareness. I want to bring cultural awareness as well as raise your level of consciousness, right? I want to bring some cultural awareness to this to say that whether you are from Jamaica, like myself, or whether you're from the United States of America, whether you're from Africa, wherever you're from, there's a cultural relationship that we have. We have a cultural bond. And for the past couple of episodes, I've been telling you that we talk about the very things, and I want to say things that you can relate to. The very things that we had our low story, the things that when we didn't have something, what we did, how did we brought solution, what we did for solutions, right? How did we make it through to make right now we have people like you got high story. We got people like, oh, you invent the light. Oh, you invent the washing machine. You invent this. So we had all these great inventors, but everybody got a story before you become this great inventor. What is your story? So that is what I want to bring awareness of. The little stories that we have hidden somewhere. They're like they're like little pocket. They're like tucking on bosom. These are little stories that I want to bring to you. So if you're out there and you can relate, yeah, put in the comment section that you can relate. So one of the things that we talk about is the fact that when we didn't have much, how we made it. How we made it. Right? I talk about my mama who had a lot of children. What she did to feed her children. We were not hungry. What she did to feed her children, she would cook. She would cook. But she would feed her children and she would think about the community. My mama was a community mother and she would feed her children. But what she would do when she cooked, she would cut up the food in pieces and share evenly. Right? Evenly. So if she make one dumpling, she's cutting up the dumpling in 6 pieces. And guess what's going to happen? Instead of one child get one whole dumpling, one dumpling shared for 2 or maybe 3 sometimes. It depends on how many children in the house. Right? And these are the things that I want to bring to your awareness that we came from a place. We as a culture came from a place where we share. Because it is not something that we were taught. It is already in our DNA to share. So we came from that place. So I grew up in that household where I embraced that. I embraced that love. I came from a culture where, guess what? You go down to that lady, you go down and like, my mama said, can you send her a spoonful of salt until she can give it back to you? My mama said, can you give me a cup of sugar until she can give it back to you? Please and thanks. My mother said, if you could send her just a little bag of flour or something, and I give it back to you. Right? We grew up in that. I grew up in that. And that is what I want to bring awareness to. But one thing I want to bring awareness to, you see, I have this. Do you see this? Do you see this? You see this right here? Oops. Y'all see this right here? Mm-hmm. This right here is the story for tonight. This. Bam, bam. That's the story for tonight. Mm-hmm. This right here. This toothpaste tube. Let's paste it right now. You see, as a culture, if you can relate, you can put that you can relate. This toothpaste, do you know the story on this? If you know the story on this toothpaste tube, put it in the comment section. Yeah. If you know that story, what is your story on this tube? What do you know about this toothpaste? This flat toothpaste tube. You see, if you got a story about this toothpaste tube, drop it in the comment section. Let us talk about it. Because I'm telling you, what we're going to do, we're going to paste it tonight. Because this toothpaste tube is where you in a household and your toothpaste tube is like this. You're telling yourself that your toothpaste is finished. But can you afford to buy another toothpaste? Maybe not. Maybe you came from a household where you're rubbing 2 pennies together. You can't afford to go out there. You can't afford to go out there and buy another thing of toothpaste, not even a small one, much less this big one. So what we do with this toothpaste tube, we keep on pushing up and pushing up. That toothpaste, God, we believe inside of this, there's some toothpaste in there. Because when we do like this, and we try to squeeze it up to put on our toothbrush, there is nothing coming up. So we inside of us, we're like, Mom, we grew up in the area where you're like, okay, there's no toothpaste coming up in that. Okay, let's do this. Put that back. Put it back. And get a scissor and slice this. Slice this right here. When you slice that, you peel it open. Flip right open. And voila! Toothpaste is in there. Ding, 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 ding. What happened? You didn't got to go buy no toothpaste. You take your toothbrush and you go. You don't need a lot of toothpaste. No. You don't need a lot of toothpaste to brush your teeth. You just need this much to go on your toothpaste. And you take some toothpaste, you like slip it across, and you're just going and wasting stuff. You just need this pinch size much. So when it's open from this side, you do like this. You take a toothbrush and you scoop up some from right there. And voila, you take your little finger and take up some, put on the top of your toothbrush. Voila, brush your teeth and go. And you know how much usage you get from this? But we got the audacity to say this is finished. This is not finished. We got toothpaste in there. Okay? Sometimes that's the life that we go in. We come and we get squeezed through life. And sometimes that's what happened in life. You get beaten down in situation and circumstances, and you're like, I ain't got nothing else. And you give up and you get tossed away, or you toss yourself away. Or sometimes you believe somebody toss you away. Right? And then what happened? You throw it out. Or you throw your gift and your talent. But here I'm telling you, we are going to paste it tonight and let you know, inside of this flat out container, this tube, there's toothpaste in there. You know how I know too? When you're squeezing and your fingers start hurting because you can push up the toothpaste, a lot of toothpaste is up in here. The toothpaste is up in this corner. It's in there. So when you start using up all the little extra toothpaste in there, you take a toothbrush and you wipe in it, you brush your teeth. Honey, you got enough toothpaste that you go serve for the entire family by going up in these little creases up in here, up in the neck of the tube. Toothpaste is up in there. And voila, you're good to go. Yeah, you're good to go. And you cannot afford to buy another toothpaste. So by the time you finish doing this, your mama might put together 2 pennies more. Okay? God might have blessed her somewhere along the line that she got 2 more pennies that she can afford to buy a toothpaste. And let me tell you something. What they will do when they buy the brand new toothpaste, you don't know that they bought a new toothpaste. Because what? They're going to make sure that you finish using all of this. All that is in here, all the little nitty-gritty that's in here, they're going to make sure that you use, and then voila, all of a sudden, voila, there's a brand new toothpaste in the bathroom. So when you're squeezing your toothpaste, here's the trick, people. When you are squeezing your toothpaste, brand new toothpaste, don't just squeeze from the top. Squeeze the toothpaste from the bottom, right? Squeeze it from here. And when you squeeze from here, if it's a brand new toothpaste, you squeeze from here, it's going to come up from here. It's still going to come up to the top. You don't got to squeeze the neck. Squeeze here, it come up. Because it's going to be the overflow, right? And then you can sit there, do like that. You roll it up, and voila. Look at that. You roll it up, and toothpaste is flowing up there. Okay? So then that's one. So let's paste this together. That if you know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter where you're from. If you know what I'm talking about, if you can relate, put it in the comment section that you can relate. Okay? Put it in there that you can relate. Again, get that toothpaste and look at that. Toothpaste is in this. So you think I'm throwing this out? Nope. I'm going to go in the bathroom. I'm going to cut it because you can cut from here or you can cut from here. When you cut from here, get that toothpaste up in there and brush your teeth. You wet the toothbrush, and when you wet the toothbrush, it seems like when you wet it, it's like it absorbs the toothpaste faster. It take on more of the toothpaste. You and brush and go. Okay, it's better to have that than no have it at all. And sometimes when you don't have no toothpaste and you can't afford another one, get yourself some lime and salt, baby, and brush your teeth. Brush your teeth the way they grow, up from the top and down from below, and brush the back one round and around. Do it at least twice daily. That is the song that I learned. That is the song that I learned. You brush your teeth like that. Rolling it. And don't forget the floss. We didn't know anything about flossing. We just brush our teeth and we just keep on going. Right? Good. So now that we got that out of the way, the toothbrush way, the paste, as we paste it, I want to tell you something. You see, like I said, my parents were just, they were just great. Okay. I want to tell you something. Another thing that we want to tell you that drinking soda, like I think I then told you before that we never drank soda. So we brush our teeth, right? You get up in the morning, you brush your teeth before you go off to school. You get up in the morning, brush your teeth before you go to work. You'll finish eating your dinner, you're gonna brush your teeth. You see, we had a thing called sugar water. Sugar water. Anybody? I told you this is a cultural. We're talking culture up in here, okay? We're talking culture. We're talking we're talking about culture. We're talking about the things that we can relate to. We're talking about our heritage. Sugar water. Sugar water is we just have plain old sugar and water. Now you got choices of. I mean, I've been to the supermarket and the amount of choices of juice. I'm like, oh my God, if only I know. You got choices of juice. But we had sugar water. Yeah. We had sugar water. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You just take that sugar, you get some water, and you mix it up and go. And sometimes you got to put a lot of sugar, right? You got to put a lot of sugar. Because the reason you got to put a lot of sugar because you're going to put some ice in there. And when the ice melts, that ice turns into water. So the water is going to like weaken out your drink, right? So now it's sugar water, so you have to put a lot of sugar in there. So you see why it was important to brush your teeth? Brush your teeth. And you get up that sugar water, and boy, oh boy. So we didn't know anything about no fancy drink and, all that stuff. Personally, let me tell you, I grew up on a farm. I am a farm girl. I'm a farm daughter, okay? My parents were farmers. I grew up on a farm. So at most time, when we were going to get real fancy, come on in here. When we are going to get real fancy from the sugar water, because it's sugar water, brown sugar and water and ice. So when we're going to get real fancy from there, my mama would say, go pick a lime or a lemon, or call the neighbor, get a lime, go down their house, get a lime or a lemon, and come back, and you squeeze that up in the sugar water, and voila, there you go. Now you got fresh lemonade. Now you buy lemonade. I'm like, no, we buy lemonade. But I know what it is before we get to the bottle. I know what it is before I get to the supermarket. I know what it is before so many different brands of lemonade out there. I know what that is. I know what it is when you sit there like, hey, let me tell you what we used to do. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm from Jamaica. Hmm. Yes, that's why I said Wagwan. I'm from Jamaica. We had a thing called bag juice. Okay. And I came from the mountainside of the island. Yes. And then we knew what it was to put the juice in the bag and we good to go. Okay. So culturally, I know what it is before it gets into any supermarket. Culturally, I know what stuff are before we even say we're purchasing something. I know what it is. My parents never told me how much money they had. And I don't believe we had a lot of money either. I mean, no, I know. I'm like, oh, okay, we just never, yeah, we just, it was not a part of us to just know how much money our parents have, or how much something costs. It was not in us. The only time we knew how much something cost was when they sent us to a shop to purchase something. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that shop store at another time, right? The only time we know how much something costs, how much money our parents will spend, is when they say, go to the shop with this $10 and buy flour, sugar, salt, and whatever else. Okay? That's the only time we know how much money we don't know the vast amount of money or the little amount of money they have. But if they have some and they need to buy something, they're going to give you $10. Go to the shop and purchase these 4 things and come back. And when you come back, come up with the correct change, and they taught you how to collect. Okay, you're going to pay $7. We had no 99. It was no $8.99, $9.99. We didn't have all of that. It was one price. It's $10. 10, maybe 10 something, maybe 10 and change. Okay. So it was a round of money. Like, go get a bread. The bread is $2. Here's $10. How much change should you bring back? They taught us this. My parents taught me that. Culturally, that's how we talk. That's how we do this thing. Send your child to the store with $10 and say, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get a gallon of milk. The milk is gonna cost you $2. How much should you bring back? Let me calculate it. I grew up in that area. I didn't grow up where somebody telling me anything about black, white, and purple and blue. Right? I grew up in that area like, go get 4 things. Each thing gonna cost $1. How much is that? $4. Okay, good. I'm gonna give you $10. How much should you bring back? $6. Hello. Mm-hmm. I'm telling y'all something. Okay? So that is the area that we grew up in, where culturally, that's what made me who I am today. Culturally, that is how I am here to talk to you as a host. Culturally, that add on to my DNA. Culturally, that is what's saying that, girl, you are something else. Mm-hmm. Right? Culturally. And when we come in a place of cultural, when we start knitting our culture together, we can share our story. We'll be able to share our story without shame. We'll be able to share our story without disgrace. We will be able to share our story with full confidence and boldness to say, that is my story. What's yours? I'm willing to hear your story, to see our story coming together, and we form a cultural month. Our story coming together, and we said, this is our heritage, and we stand together as a set of people that our story can relate. We should not only relate to pain, we should not only relate to disgrace, we should not relate to only to hurt and trauma. We should not join force together only because of that. We should join force together to say how our story is coming from the bottom. Our story is coming from where we put 2 pennies together and create a solution. Our story should say, I remember my mama get a meatball and crack it and share with her children. That should be our story. Where are those stories? We need to hear those stories. Our story should not say, "Oh my God, we're in a slavery." No, let's not. Let's start detox ourselves of this slavery mentality. Okay, we're gonna have to start detoxing ourselves of the slavery mentality and get to a place where we. Let me tell you something. I had a wonderful, and I said it before on this show that I had a wonderful, wonderful childhood. Many might not say that. Right now, many might not have the opportunity to say that. Like they had a wonderful childhood. I had a wonderful childhood. And that's the reason why I'm able to come in here and share this story with you. That's the reason why I am proud to say like, just let me tell you, my mama used to just get that mint ball. Y'all remember that big mint ball? And she would crack it because, Lord, you got to protect your teeth. As we talk about pace it, we had a lot of dentists. Honey, we had a lot of dentists. We did not have no lot of dentists nowhere sitting nowhere. Like you gotta go to the dentist every 3 months, every 6 months, you gotta go to the dentist. No, we ain't had that. It might be a school thing, like the beginning of school term or something, and a dentist comes to the school, like, okay, we're gonna do a cleaning, like maybe once a year or no time a year. We had a dentist. So we were protecting our teeth. We had good teeth, honey. We had good, solid teeth. I'm gonna tell you a story about that. But anywho, my mama was not gonna take that white mint ball because y'all know them big mint ball, them big red and white mint ball. See, growing up, we had some little mints. They weren't the big mint ball. We had the little mints. We call them icy mint, right? But my mama would share those. So, and I got to the place now where we get to the United States and we see the big mint ball in your jaw corner, right? Then getting up in your jaw corner. But my mama, who was such caring, sharing, wonderful woman, she was not going to put that big meatball up in her jaw corner to crack. No, she was not. She was protecting her teeth. She would get that mint ball, put it maybe in a piece of paper, a towel, and get a hammer or get a stone, a rock, and crack that mint ball right on up. And what happened when she crack it up? She's going to share it. And you get piece by piece by piece by piece by piece, right? You get piece off that mint ball, and that is how we pace the thing. That's how we go on in our culture. That is how we embrace our culture. That's how we embrace. That is how we embrace our culture and know that when we pace it like that, our story cannot go to waste because those are the stories that allow us to get to this place, whether you are wealthy or not. We survive those stories to come here to tell them to you. And that is how our story developed. So whether you're wealthy up there, your story can relate culturally to mine. Yes, indeed. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what position you're in. Your story can relate to mine. Mm-hmm. So culturally, let us understand that when we come together and share our story and knit it together and ignite each other, we will be able to replenish the earth. Why? Because that's why God created us. God said, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Why? Why is that? Replenishment simply means that we are adding on to the earth, and we are adding on with the story that we got, that we went through, the story that we survived, the story and the dreams and vision that we have. That is how we come together, multiply, and we replenish the earth just like that. Replenishment of the earth is needed. And replenishment of the earth doesn't mean you only come with your story, but it says come with your culture, a full dose of the culture to replenish the earth. So what? We can move forward. And when we move forward, we won't have to be using colors to say we cannot go forward. We don't have to use colors to say that we are stuck. We don't have to use colors to say that we are limited. We don't have to use color. But what we can use is our culture. And we bring it together and form a place of unity. Viewers, what would be your story? You see, when I'm far gone, what's going to happen? Somebody is going to come and tell the story. They're not going to tell my story, but they will tell their story. But what I am here for is to pave the way. Pave the way for somebody to come on in, just the same way my parents paved the way. I'm here to pave the way for the next generation to come on in with their story, share with you, and what? You will know that their story is their cultural story. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Question Live Show. As what? We pace it with this toothpaste that you might think is empty, but it's not. It's the same thing for you. If you might think that you're going through some stuff, you might be like this and you think that you're going through some stuff and you're empty, you're not. Find another opening, find another channel, find another place where you can utilize who you are, and that is greatness. This is your host saying to you, thank you so much for tuning in into this episode of the Question Line Show, which your host, the one and only Verona Willis-Brown. See you in the next go around as we bring to you more of our story. Yes, we will be doing this until the end of February. Thank you. Bye-bye.